to this very moment, collective. You are right on time whenever you're seeing this. This reading is timeless. So we'll be tapping in with our spirit guides, our angels, and the universe to see what spirit has for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own manifestation candle burned on my altar, custom spell work, your own private reading, all that stuff is there. Oof, the cards are flying out for you. Let's see what we got today. So right away, I'm definitely feeling like someone is feeling bamboozled by you. But here's the thing, collective, I don't feel like you bamboozled them. For some of you, maybe you did. Maybe you set things up because you could already see, like, this person is so entitled, not gonna lie. Exactly. We have the Emperor with the Two of Cups reversed showing up. Or sorry, it's the Three of Cups reversed. And Three of Cups is about fate, destiny, engagement, celebration. In a love reading, it's about moving forward, and it can be a sign that you're about to start your life, your journey together. So this person feels entitled to that. They feel entitled to that. They feel entitled to you, your energy, your attention. Fool card at the bottom of the deck. This person is so freaking desperate to connect with you and to start a journey with you. And they're realizing that it is not guaranteed, and they're feeling hella pressed about it. Hella pressed. They're feeling bamboozled. They're feeling like you have gotten over on them. So this is it. We have love potion. This person is seriously questioning if you have done a spell, or, you know, you got some sort of bippity boppity boo going on, and you are behind the scenes making moves. Love potion, it says irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow. This person feels compelled to follow you, to talk to you, to find you on social media, to keep up with you. They're likely keeping tabs on you as well. It says letting your heart take the lead. So this person feels like this out-of-body experience towards you, collective. They feel like everything kind of leads them back to you. And it definitely seems like they're going a bit crazy about that, not gonna lie. It feels like it's really getting to them. It feels like they do not like this, and they did not want this to happen. This person feels like they are losing control, or like they lost control. I don't know if they had control at any point, but that's how they're feeling. So maybe in other situations, they're able to have control or get what they want. And you've just proved everything so wrong, like, to them, you know, everything that they kind of thought of themselves as a romantic partner, as a catch to another people, what they could bring to the table. They're kind of questioning all of that now, because they at some point felt like you were a guarantee, or they felt Emperor entitled to you, like you were theirs, you were in the bag. They were so sure of it, and now they're realizing in real time that is just not true. We have the boundaries card. So some of this is coming from you 1000%. You've put up a wall or a boundary with this person. This could be as simple as I don't accept last minute dates, or this could be as, you know, simple as, so say this is your coworker, you cannot come up to me in the middle of a conversation and steal my attention. You know, it could be something like that, where it's like this person, oh, they thought they thought they were the baddest. They thought they had swag. They thought that they could, you know, get you to engage with them whenever they want. So they'll slide in, completely ignore that you're having a conversation, or completely ignore that you're busy, and insert themselves. And you put up a wall, a boundary. No, I'm not going to leave this conversation just to, really? You want to talk to me? Goodness gracious, the entitlement. They realize that is not the case. No, you cannot do that. And I do see that this person is embarrassed by that. And I also see that it completely took them off guard. Boundaries, it says blocking someone, holding your space, cutting off contact. Some of you could have been more extreme about it. You could be more of a like off the principle type of person, where it's like based on the principle. We're not doing this. We're not doing this based on the principle of the fact of me seeing what you're trying to do. Even if you do want to talk to them, even if you're interested in them and you feel the same way that they do, you're setting a boundary so that you do not enable certain behaviors down the line. So good for you. Snaps for you, collective. That's amazing, because these are the situations that it's hardest to maintain your boundaries. So the fact that you're doing it, Wow. Triggered, it says feeling provoked, sparking emotions, needing to respond. This person is very triggered by this, and this could have even created a weird tit for tat energy between the two of you. For some of you, this could have this person misbehaving. This could have this person acting out of character. I'm definitely getting a energy from them that they are like really triggered by this, but personally offended. They're taking it as you've almost like attacked them. And it's not that you've attacked them, it's just they try to shoot their shot and you're like, no. You swipe the ball out of their hands. So they weren't able to have what they wanted, and now they're so offended. And it's like, this is the rules of the game. Sometimes you shoot your shot, it doesn't always make it. No need to be a sore loser. So now we have looking for signs. This person, my goodness, they're just looking for all the signs and signals in the world about you, trying to see like, okay, spirit, is this person really interested? I'm not even gonna lie. This could be a whole masculine that's not even spiritual, or a whole feminine who is super traditional and religious that is getting readings, like going against their nature, or like getting out of their comfort zone. Like I said, for an example, a masculine not into spirituality at all, hitting up their spiritual homegirl like, can you please pull a card for me? Like, what is going on? What are they doing behind the scenes? Or someone who's super religious, in this example, a feminine that's like, okay, let me link up to this, my spiritual friend that I haven't talked to since high school. I saw she did readings, so let me go to her and see what's going on. Like, this person is trying to get more information about you, collective. They're trying to figure out what is going on. They're so thrown off by the fact that you are not surrendering in the way that they are used to. We have single life, protection, and union. So on top of all of this happening, I do see spirit very much so in an energy of protection when it comes to you. Spirit knows just how quickly this energy can get out of hand and it can become an actual problem. It's like they say there's a thin line between love and hate. Spirit is already looking, Spirit's already 10 steps ahead, protecting you as you're doing your single thing. And to be honest, for a lot of you, it's not even that, well, some of you, but for a lot of you, it's not even that you're so committed to being in your single era. For some of you, that is what it is. But for a lot of you, it's not that. It's really their approach and teaching them a lesson. And it's not teaching them a lesson in a higher than thou kind of way where it's like, I feel like I'm better, more smarter, and I just want to show you, you ain't running. It's not egoic. It's just very much so, there is a way that we do things, and this is not the way we do things. That's it. So it's kind of like if you go into a restaurant with your flip-flops, you'll get stopped at the door and they'll tell you you actually have to wear real shoes that cover your feet in order to get in this restaurant. There are requirements in order to enter someone's life, someone's establishment, join someone's circle. And it's not always like someone trying to be mean. It's just setting a boundary. So I do see that you are seemingly living your single life. Bottom of single life, it says single and free. So a lot of you are feeling really good, and you may associate the behavior that they have carried out with something that is more intentional, and I don't necessarily get that that's the case. So for some of you, you may have been hard on this person because they reminded you of an actual player that you have dealt with, and you have the evidence to tell you that that person was trying, to do something with malicious intent, whatever, or just like self-serving intent. But I don't really see that with this person, at least not yet. So I do see spirit protecting you, which can indicate maybe they do have their own, like, I wouldn't say sinister plans, but maybe they are a bit, they need to be, spirit got to be on the lookout with this one. But I'm not feeling anything too crazy yet. So we'll see if, anything like that comes up. But we do have the union card. So now this person is like obsessed with the idea of you committing to them. They are obsessed with the idea of you being in a relationship with them, of you surrendering to them. This person now feels like that is what they need, like, to survive. It's like air. Okay. This person, they have no air, no Jordan Sparks. Okay. It's like they're struggling, they're gasping for air. My goodness, just crashing out. You see, like, people, I don't feel like this person has experienced very much rejection. So we have the Emperor and the Three of Cups reversed. They're realizing a harsh lesson, and that lesson is that even if it's divinely guided, even if spirit brings you together, I just saw 1010, that can be a sign that it can end. It's not guaranteed to you. Even if this is your soulmate, they can still have boundaries, and if you do not meet them in the middle of those boundaries, you can and will miss out altogether. That's what they have just learned. Spirit. What else can you tell us? Okay. So they are feeling a bit dejected, but I also feel like they're coming into the reality of the situation. We have the Nine of Swords, which is good. We also have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Swords and Five of Pentacles both reversed, which is good. Because that lets me know that this person is getting out of a space of feeling, oh, Nine of Swords, stressed, worried, woe is me. And Five of Pentacles, in a desolate situation, there's no help. They're out of that energy and they're coming more into Hierophant reversed. Maybe I don't know everything. So I like that. That does show growth and that does show awareness, and that lets us know that this person is at least processing this information in a semi-healthy way, even though it was very dysregulating and unexpected for them. We have the Hierophant reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. So for some of you, this person is, you know, they're kind of at a crossroads. This person is feeling like on one end, I want to quit. On one end, Ten of Cups reversed, I feel like all of my effort is going to lead to nothing. I feel rejected. I'm feeling low about this situation. You know, on one end, they're really in their head, feeling sad, worried, upset, just so lost in the sauce. And on the other end, you know, they're really wanting to try. They don't want to miss out on this opportunity altogether. So they're having this internal struggle. Spirit, what is triggering this? What is going on behind the scenes? Oh my God, that's exactly what I was saying. Even if this is your soulmate. We got the soulmate union card. For some of you, there will be soulmate potential here. This will be one of your soulmates in this lifetime. Even if this is your soulmate, my God, that's so like freaky. We have the death card here as well. It can end or it can be something that you do not get to live out. It is not a guarantee. Oh my gosh, I just heard she is not yours. And a very strong masculine Saturnian voice. My God, if you have like a Cap rising or Saturn in your first house, Saturn does not play about you. And I know people say that all the time, like your guides don't play about you. But oh my goodness, I'm getting Saturn's energy so strongly. Some of you guys got some messed up transits in your chart that will eat up if they you. Some of you have the most gnarly aspects in your chart that will tear people to pieces. My goodness, feeling that so strong. Okay, so it's looking like this person, they're going to try again. They're going to try a new approach. They darn near accused you of doing a love spell on them. Or maybe you did, but they're definitely feeling that, you know, and that's one of the things about love spells. They really do impact people on a very personal way. So you have to be aware that even if you're doing the most love and light love spell, depending on how they process their emotions, like feelings of love and boundless pure affection and adoration for someone, it can still spin out of control even if you have the most intention. So that's just something to be aware of in general. When you're affecting people's energy, sometimes it can go too much, and it's not because you know, came at it in a way where it's like, okay, black magic and I'm gonna steal their soul, but you know, it could be something simple and still have the same effect. So just be aware of that. But I see this person taking a beat. You know, I feel like I'm rooting for them. Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm rooting for them. We have time and reunion here, so I feel like they're going about it the right way. They learned the lesson and they're a bit butthurt about it, yeah, but they learned a lesson. and they're coming back to a space of understanding and peace. We got time and reunion. They're letting some time pass. They're letting any negative energy in the situation clear. And then they're coming back towards you. And we do have the guilt card, which I love. So I feel like speaking, oh, I'm hearing that tarot reader got them together. Oh my God. So they may have went to a reader, or like say they're into talk therapy or something like that. They may have gone to that reader just kind of expecting the reader was going to be on their side. No, no, no. The reader peeled back the curtain and said, take a look at your true face. Take a look in the mirror. Take a look at these actions. And I don't even feel like maybe they've been so aggressive with, this person and super cutthroat with their messaging, but I do feel like they let them know this is giving unhinged. Ma'am, this is giving unhinged, sir. You thought in your head that you could wait forever. You thought in your head that you had this in the bag. And then you learned in real time that you don't, and now you're bad. That's the situation. You went back and forth in your head for so long, likely not communicating for a lot of them to you, all of this, even like their feelings. And it's like, what did you expect them to do? That's how I see this person communicating with your person. And so because of that, they're actually feeling some guilt. They're like, okay, I see the other perspective. I was entitled, Emperor. I thought that I had collective in the bag, and I thought that they were mine. And I thought that soulmate union guaranteed me this person. But I'm now coming to realize that that was an unhinged belief, and that regardless of spirit divinely guiding us towards each other and us having a soulmate union, this person still has free will. So it's not guaranteed, and they're not mine, and I have to work for them, and I have to show them that I'm worthy and that I'm someone that they would even want to have in their life. And that's the real situation. So this person definitely feeling quiet. Let me pull some more tarot. What else is influencing this person and their situation? Ooh. Some of you have really built a solid life for yourself. Oh my goodness, we keep getting so many soulmate cards. We got the Two of Cups from the tarot, which is one of our soulmate cards in the tarot deck. You've built a nice life for yourself. And also, I feel like a part of your allure is the fact that you're not guaranteed to anyone. You could even be someone who's not super obsessed with romance, or you may find that you don't gravitate towards a lot of people romantically. Like you may find that you don't really have crushes like that, like a lot of people do. You may find that that's more of an isolated kind of experience for you. But you've built a nice life for yourself, and you're someone who has value, period. We have Polar Lisa showing up reversed. This is one of those tarot decks that have like an extra card, and Polar Lisa is the main character in the Teddy Tarot. So for her to show up reversed in this setting, that is a sign that you are not anyone's. You are not guaranteed to anyone. There's no like, oh, what do they call that? Spirit spouse BS with you. You won't be tied down, and it's really competition and your value that anyone would be lucky to have that has them feeling anxious. It's like, dang, collective doesn't like anyone. Polar Lisa reversed, or collective Seven of Pentacles has their own thing going on. You may walk really fast in person. You may seem like you always have stuff to do. You may be very busy, hard to even get on a date for even the ones you really, really like. And you're not a guarantee to anyone. This person, they're just not used to that. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Wands reversed. My goodness, Knight of Pentacles reversed is like, I will literally refuse gifts. This is so crazy. I don't pick up on this energy very often, not gonna lie. Like, I don't get people so militant with it. Free gifts. One thing about me, I love the free. Okay? If it's free, it's coming home with me. Period. And we got the Six of Wands reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this is like you saying, honestly, I don't care what gifts you want to give me for the free ski. Because I feel like you know that people will give you gifts and do things like this with ulterior motives, just like this person thought they had it in the bag with you. So we have the Two of Cups. There's obviously a soulmate relationship here that cannot be denied. This has got to be one of your soulmates in this lifetime, or some sort of spiritual connection. There's so many spiritual connections that we don't even have the words to describe yet. So it could be a different kind of dynamic that's not soulmate, but very reminiscent of soulmate. You know, with the potential of union and honestly even like the blessing of the higher power. But you know what's crazy? Spirit didn't even have to come in and block them too much. We got the protection card earlier, but other than that, we didn't get really, you know, too much from Spirit, like doing the most and really, you know, coming down on this person. We more so got that you are enough on your own to stop anything, you know, from coming to fruition that you're not really feeling. Spirit, how are they seeing collective right now? We got the athlete. You said I can do this all day. They see you as absolutely tireless. You never get tired of blocking home. You never get tired of putting folks in their place. Oh my. You know, we have the damsel here as well, which is ironic. You embody the sacred sensuality. You embody this sacred openness and need to be taken care of. There's like a primordial feminine energy here, but we all know about the primordial feminine. She is feminine because that is as she was born, but she said, I'm not finna let this dude mount me. I would rather go live on my own. And then everybody want to demonize Lilith, the true primordial feminine, the first woman, and say that she's not really feminine. That's because you want to define femininity. Because as the first, she is quite literally the bar, the standard, true femininity. Let me not, because that's a conversation. I'm like, we can go on hours. But we have the damsel here, so there's something about you that's vulnerable and needs protecting, but also something about you that can protect yourself. You embody both, and that really mind F's people collective. The damsel, it says, understanding the nature of healthy romance and inspires you to rely on yourself. So they see you as someone who would like a relationship or needs a relationship. I don't know exactly what that means, but they do see you as someone like that. Maybe it's the way you look. You know, people can associate certain things with you depending on how you look. So maybe it's like you have this super innocent damsel type of look, but like, well, if, you know, you try to get cute. So they see you as someone who has a need for other people, but also accepts only healthy romance and can rely on yourself. We have the athlete. It says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength. It wouldn't surprise me with the Emperor showing up to talk about this person that they may see you as someone who's like, well, who's going to put together your furniture? You know how they always come through with that BS excuse, like, well, okay, well, you're going to be really needing me, when it's like, you got, like, okay, I'll pay the $50 or the $100 and have, you know, Joe mount the TV. I don't need you. And also, who the hell commits to a relationship just for every once in a blue moon you may need a TV mounted? Like, are y'all unhinged? Do y'all really lack foresight to that degree? That you think someone's gonna be with you to put together furniture? You think you need to put together furniture every day? You need to put together furniture that one time, okay? And I can call my homies, I can call my friends, I can call my... My goodness. But I feel like that's the argument they're going with. They see you as someone who's like, I could do it all myself, yet needs help. This person refuses to accept what true femininity or even masculinity looks like. They think that them being a masculine is about putting together furniture. They don't even know their own true purpose. You really, that's what you... See, because then I just start going in. Because I start getting into the details of it and it just pisses me off. And then I feel like I got to go in on folks. So let me just move on. We got the mystic. It says revels in the intimate union with the divine. They see you as like God's favorite. They see you locked in with the divine. They cannot pull the wool over your eyes. They see you as someone that they cannot manipulate because you're so tapped into truth and the higher power that they can't tell you what you need them for. And they also can't tell you what you need, period. So they see you as very strong and powerful, a formidable opponent. The only way that they can really succeed with you is by surrendering. They are actually the one that needs to surrender. They're trying to tame the wild. They're trying to get you to surrender, and they're actually the one that needs to surrender. My goodness, that's what I got for us today, collective. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private reading, custom spell work, a manifestation candle burned on my altar, all of that is there. And that's what I have for us today. I'll talk to you soon.